Newsflash, patches are great on hats. Hey there folks, today's video is going to be on the correct patch size for hats. People love putting patches on hats. It is one of the best things to do with patches because it's a pretty economical way to put out your branding for your company, your concert, your whatever, your event, anything like that. It gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility on the different types of hats that you're wanting to do if you can put these patches on the hats. One of the most important things is to know what size patch to put on the hat. There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to patch size. Different hats have different front profiles. There's some like foam trucker hats that have massive front profiles and you can put a huge patch on there. But the general rule of thumb that we give is 2.5 inches tall, 4 inches wide. That's about the max that you want to be, somewhere in that range. 2.5 inches tall, 4 inches wide. You can go bigger if you want. We're not going to stop you. But if you don't know and you're just kind of like, what size is a good size? That's what we'll tell you. One of the best things that you can do so you know is if you can actually get the hat that you're looking to put the patches on and literally take a hat, take a ruler, put it up to that front of the hat or wherever you want to put it. If you want to put it off to the side, anywhere like that, and just measure. So you can kind of see, okay, that looks like 2 inches is going to be the best size. You may have a front profile that's much larger and you might go, well, I can fit a 3-inch patch on there. Great. It's awesome. At least you know. To take that a step further, what I always recommend doing is whatever shape your patch is going to be, circle, rectangle, etc., just take a piece of paper and cut out a couple different sizes of that. So if you were doing a circle, you got your hat, you put the ruler up to it and you said, I think 2.25 is a really good size. Cut out a 2-inch, 2.25, 2.5-inch circle, and then just stick them on the hat and that way you can see. So now we're gonna do some arts and crafts here real quick. Molly, you're gonna be fast forwarding through this part. So I just had my little arts and crafts project here. Don't laugh at my circles. I know they're not perfect, but I cut out a 2, a 2.25, and a 2.5. Not perfect circles, I get it, but it does really help show you. All you would then do is, just stick it up to the front of the hat and be like, oh, look, that's a 2-inch. Okay, here's a 2.25. I like that size. That's my size. Or 2.5. Here, we got a 2.5. I like that. Doing that can really, really help give you an actual size idea on there, because just conceptualizing 2 inches, 2.25 inches on the front of a hat is really difficult. But just having that idea of here's my design, I think it would look good at 2 inches, so on and so forth. That's going to help you so much from a good starting point. I have so many projects. I can't even tell you how many times we get a quote request for patches.
What was that? Okay, James.
Person wants to do a patch. Person wants to do a patch. They want to put it on a hat. They put their design in. They have 4 inches for the size. Huge red flag right off the bat unless you have a massive front profile. And I'll say, hey, what type of hat are you looking to do? Say, I don't know, Richardson 112. That's going to be much too large on there. So to go over that again, 2.5 inches tall. So if your design is a circle, 2.5-inch diameter, pretty much the max you want to go. 4 inches wide. So if your design is 4 inches wide by 2 inches high, that's going to work. If it's a 4x3, that might be too big because then you're getting above that 2.5-inch height when it comes to that. Having that knowledge before we even start will really, really help kind of speed the process up, take a lot of the guesswork out of it for you, let you have a successful patch once you get it. Because if you don't know and we don't ask and we're not going through all of this with you and you ask for a 4-inch patch and you get them and you try to put them on the hat and they're too big, at that point, that goose is cooked. Having that knowledge beforehand is going to be a big, big help. Again, getting one of the hats that you're going to be using, putting a ruler up to it at a very minimum. Highly recommended doing that. Cutting out little pieces of paper at different sizes, sticking them on the hat. Again, that's going to even give you a better idea of that. So a little bit of back-end work on your end will help make everything go smoother. Thanks for checking out our video today. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. feel free to give us a call, email us, put in a quote request, ask for samples. If you're not sure about it, you say, I don't know if I want to do a 2-inch circle or a 2¼ inch circle, let us know. We'll send you some patches at that size and you can stick them on the hats and see what they look like. Thanks so much, everybody.